If you would like to join esports, please go down to the auditorium. So yeah, esports. I'm not sure if you guys have heard anything. I'm not sure if you guys heard of esports, but I joined a esports college type thing very recently, and I can finally kind of make a full-on documentary about this because I feel like this is actually pretty interesting, but I couldn't do. I could have worked slowly on it, but what's the fun in that? Because yeah, it was a very long journey, but yeah. I'm finally able to kind of talk about some of the stuff with these sports. Mainly that we did put in a lot of work, explain how we got to this point, pretty much. So yeah, let's get into it. We need to start off with the beginning of esports. So how we started is, it was a day of state testing. It was the last day, actually. We did not have state testing afterwards, so I took advantage. I asked my dad if I could leave early. Of course, this was a couple weeks after that first bit at the start, where I asked my dad, the day before, hey, can I leave early? So he said yes, so I came home early, and then I also made sure with my teachers I was good to skip this day, because we just got done with state testing, so, entirety, so, yeah, and we got the green light, everything was good. I just had one day of work, which I did get done, and yeah, I got home, and I decided just to play some games. During this time, I got an actual email. I was playing Fortnite at the time, which is convenient because of this email. I'm going to see if I can show it on the screen. So, of course, I accepted the invite because I felt like it would have been something interesting to do. For sure. And it'll be something to look forward to. So I accepted. And, of course, there's rules I have to get into, of course, which I read through. And, so I joined. I was teamed up with this other guy named Ryder. And not too long after, a literal week after I got invited, the first game began. Of course, so, I had some interesting moments, so we decided to have two main drop spots. We had Green Gate, and then also, we were going to start off at Grim Gate, do that location, but then if we were losing or tied game, we will be going to the restored. I don't know how I do not remember. But we decided to end at Grim Gate, and the first round actually was very good for us. We actually wrecked the first round. But then in the second round, something interesting happened. A pistol. I just screwed us over with a pistol. Man, I feel like an idiot now, but now looking into it now, I feel like that was stupid. Pistols are actually pretty good. But I screwed us over the second round with a pistol, and we both got killed. My bad, Razor. But yeah. And also during this time, me and Glitch made a deal. If we won the first tournament, he would give me a skin. This would come in handy later. But yeah. So, after we lost that match, we lost the second round. We went on to the third round. Tiebreaker. And we ended up wrecking it. Our first of many wins. The next couple weeks were the same thing, of course. We hopped in with a random people, and I think we kept doing a 2-1 ratio. So we won one, and another team won one, of course. So, but then we will win the overall thing. It was actually smooth sailing for us. But what we didn't know is we were getting up a streak. But yeah, of course, this was not going to last forever. So this next week was during our third week, of course, we didn't get matched up with anyone. There was an odd number of teams. So it's okay. It was the start of the season, so I was actually nervous about this. But we got over it, and I guess it was just a free win week. We got next week, right? What? There's nothing happened that next... Well, I guess there's a third week. Yeah, for 3 weeks we got nothing. There is no way. There was no tournament, pretty much. So pretty much, me and Ryder were practicing all those weeks that we were open, and not a single one of them days we had a tournament, and had something to fight up against. Bruh. Yeah. We came back at least. Yeah, afterwards, we were still keeping up a streak, of course. But then I had a chance of missing a week. We did come home early, however, from this, but because there was nothing really happened, sadly, we had to cut it short. But I technically almost missed the game, which this will come in something interesting later. I will explain, but yeah, everyone went the same. We kept winning. We were actually doing the best. We were getting back to back to back. We were in a streak, pretty much, where we actually got invited to go on a newspaper. Exactly. Or my own state's newspaper would have me and Ryder on there, and let's do a quote. But we had to it was a chance, of course. It's not guaranteed. But there was a chance, for sure. Also, Glitch should give me the skin during this time after a couple weeks. He gave me the AWR Trooper, which I have been using, of course. But yeah. So, we've been doing back to back. During the 10th week, however, we had slight complications on my end. I had another trip going down to Colorado. It was not the first one but we were gonna be there whenever it happened. So, not a big issue. We got to go Xbox for this reason, and so we brought it with us. But then an issue occurred where it was taking forever to update. I'm not joking. So I had to update the main Xbox, which already took like an hour. And then we had to update Fortnite, and it took 2 hours, and we just couldn't make it. I just couldn't make it, sadly. But guess what? They still glitched up, and we won that week, and got the paper. That means I had to think about a quote. So yeah, yeah. And then we won the 11th and 12th week. But then disaster struck on the 13th week. This week was like a usual week, of course. We had a game against an actual confident team, actually, that might put up a fight. We had one, so it was not a big issue. But this one was different. We landed Grimgate, of course. We still landed there. We didn't change our location at all. We still landed at Grimgate. We won the first game. But then the second game, they won, of course. But we were unlucky. So it was a tiebreaker. And of course, we still had a chance. But we decided I underlanded the Grimgate, and we were not going to try to do the boss this time like we've been doing. I got some kills, but then we kept encountering sweats, which wrecked me, and then ended up wrecking Ryder. So we ended up losing our first match. And then nothing happened, so yeah, we lost our 13th match. But then they had to emote on us. Like, bruh, I was like fuming. I was just like, why? That's just like the most toxic thing that is ever gonna happen. But this is meant to be professional. It's not meant to be like, oh, we can like email on people. It's like meant to be professional. So it made me a little angry. At first it was that I thought there was a chance it might have been just another person. But then, of course, whenever they didn't kill someone and when they're in the open, they just started emoting. So, like, bruh. Of course, that got me mad, but yeah. But we lost our streak, which most people, what you might think is, oh, that's gonna make me even more angrier. I was actually pretty, like, okay with that. I'm not gonna lie. Having a streak of 12 games in a row, but a lot of misses games. Having a streak of 12 was starting to become very stressful. You know, there's gonna be someone who's gonna defeat us. So yeah, I wasn't even mad about that. I was just mad how they performed it. And then nothing happened for the 14th week. But, yeah. So, esports. So, what about esports right now? The season's over. I'm going to say that right now. I still am somewhat active, of course, on there. And I said, of course, if you guys want me to join, I will be willing to join. Also, if you guys want me to stream these events, I will try to figure out a way to stream it to you guys. But the issue is I have to figure out how to make a delay and laugh on something. But we got on the paper, and yeah. Oh, and if you're wondering about the 14th game, nothing happened again. We kept having so many missed games because we were so good. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. I thank you guys so much for watching, of course. And I might start streaming these stuff on YouTube, depending on this upcoming season, if I'm going to be invited, of course. Which, yeah, I'm pretty excited for. And I'm excited for at least the future of this esports tournament. Stay king. Bye.